Well, welcome back, everyone. With me today is...
A guy who's going to spend 12 hours tomorrow staring at a computer screen.
You know, in a week, that's not going to be relevant, you know.
Well, I have an office job anyway, so...
The pain will end soon.
Ah.
But it's going to be a Saturday, so it's going to suck.
Nowhere, Messere. A man left you here.
Did he say anything?
It's me, Mario.
You are to meet Messer Machiavelli.
Hey, have some respect for the dead, will you?
Let me help you get dressed.
The same man who brought me here gave me these clothes.
Si, Messere.
Now we got our big suiting up scene. Pretty early.
Yes.
You don't have to faff around with letters or anything. You can just put it on thanks to this nice old woman. I do really like these robes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are already an assassin. It's not like we have to spend an entire game getting jerked around by her mother and her sister and all her friends.
I'm just saying, you know, there was like an hour or so of Ezio in Assassin's Creed 2 before he got to put on the robes.
How about from the top of
And it was
church?
treated like the, you know,
Yes,
Batman
but
suiting
there's
up
up
scene.
here.
That should not be a problem. Vi ringrazio di tutto quello che avete fatto per me, buona donna. Addio.
Now she returns to the Black Void.
Never to be seen again.
No.
Actually, I don't think we do see her again.
You know, okay, full synchronization, do not drop below 1 health square. I don't even know how that would... there are no enemies between you and the objective. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yes.
It's just like, okay, if you can go over to the tower and climb up without killing yourself, congratulations.
Yeah.
Although, don't get me wrong, not all bonus objectives are going to be like that, trust me.
Yeah, it's like, don't get hit while fighting off 20 dudes.
Yes.
Or
kill a lot of dudes in under 5 minutes or something.
Or don't take below 50% health while driving around the world's worst tank.
Yes, it's...
Stuff like that.
Yeah, there are some really hard bonus objectives in this game, but we will get to that.
Yes. So, we are in Rome.
Kind of a cold open to Rome,
I need
though.
to find the doctor.
Yes.
Since we're not really near any centers of action.
No, but we should. We are in Rome, so we should do what the Romans do. No, that's
Yes.
a terrible pun.
But yeah, I think we're way out in the Antico district right now.
Yeah.
There's 4 main districts to Rome. There's Antico, which has a bunch of old Roman ruins. It's a pretty wide open and spaced out area. In the northeast, you have the Campagna district, which is another kind of less urban area. It's got plenty of like landmarks, but there's not many buildings there. Then you have Centro, which is the big city area. It's almost entirely covered in city and buildings and such. That's where you'll be spending a lot of your time early in the game for the first couple sequences or so. And then in the northwest you have Il Vaticano, which is a huge red zone.
Yeah, nobody. It's a mystery zone. Nobody knows what goes on in Il Vaticano, and we'll never speak of it again.
I require medicine.
I'm just gonna say there are bad dudes there, and you probably should not go there for a while.
Yes.
And hey, it's our old friend the Doctore.
Yes.
You will heal over time.
Grazie.
Not
Maybe
Il
it's
Doctore.
Or maybe it's not. It's
Not
the mask.
Il Doctore is someone else. This is just a Doctore.
Yes, and then he's telling us that life is simply unfair, and we're trapped in a simulation of... No.
What is catchback?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's weird. Hey, Ezio, you're not a spring chicken anymore, you know?
No.
Also, yes, there are, because this is Rome, there are a ton of landmarks all over the place, especially in Centro. But, you know, you have the big ones, the Colosseum, the big arches, the columns and stuff like that. And again, Il Vaticano is a very nice looking district. There's a lot of neat shit there, but it's really dangerous. You should not go there right now. You also have Centro also has the big Pantheon, which is sort of in the upper middle part of the map. You'll be crossing through the Pantheon's real estate quite a bit. Yeah, Rome is a very nice looking city. And over in the distance there is St. Peter's Basilica, where we started this game, actually.
Yes.
We just didn't get to see very much of it because, we were running away.
After we fist fought the Pope.
Yes. We smacked that mother, let me tell you.
Yes.
Word has gone out that a peasant is resisting arrest.
How convenient.
Oh wait, no, I thought this mission ended, when you synchronize that. No, it goes on for a bit. But still, it's not really that hard.
No, but now we have to tail.
You have to tail, yes, but along the way you can listen to some interesting conversations that people are having.
Yes. At the very least, we have social blending unlocked from the start of the game, so this isn't really that hard.
Well, again, he's an assassin, officially one. Not just to do cosplaying as one as he was for most of Assassin's Creed 2.
But no, we didn't. We learned how to social blend from a bunch of hookers.
Yeah, true.
Before
but
we became an assassin, I mean.
Oh yes, and we only have one hidden blade. We will only have one hidden blade for a while.
Yes. The other one got shattered in.
Yeah, in the attack.
Yeah. It's not like, unfortunately, we left Leonardo back in Florence, so it's not like that's going to happen.
Hey, Sean, a little early, don't you think? Too soon. Yeah, this woman is complaining about greedy priests and such. That dude's coughing. One of the neat things about this game is that at the start of the game like this, a bunch of people are complaining and they're poor and nothing's going right. But as you get further in the game, as you start to remove the Borgia from power, they start getting a lot happier, and you can see people sitting on hills looking at the sky with their significant others or such. It's a nice little detail that most people probably would not notice if they're kind of rushing through the game.
It's not like it's a Saboteur where all of a sudden just the entire district comes to color.
Yeah,
And
it's a gradual thing that happens.
by the way, I finally managed to get a copy of the Saboteur, and I was playing that a couple months ago. But it's fun. Unfortunately, like if you attempt to play it on Windows 7, it's completely buggy as fuck, and I don't even want to know what it's going to do in Windows 10. Like, for example, I have to play the game at like 1024 by 768 resolution, or else the map doesn't properly scale when I zoom out.
Goodness.
If I attempt to,
that's what I hate about old PC games. Unless you have the specific operating system, they can be a pain in the ass.
Generally, it's not been that bad in, like, I don't know, the last 10 or 15 years, for the most part. This is just, like, the weirdest, jankiest, buggiest thing I've seen in a long time.
Maybe it's just a badly put together game or something. Nope. Well, I'm off to a good start.
Yay!
Hey, that didn't happen. You know?
You killed the husband.
Ancestor did not kill any civilians, so that technically did not happen. So yeah, Ezio's got a bunch of new kill animations, particularly because he has this whole execution streak thing. And as always, the single hidden blade is kind of a bad melee weapon. The two hidden blades is fine. One is not really. I'm sorry, friend. Oh, you know, I think I just saw someone climb up the building. I can't be sure.
She was beautiful.
She was. Until that porco defiled her. I wish he'd just killed her. I wish he'd just killed La Mia Amata. People who saw her grow up cheered when he spat on her. Smiles on their faces when her neck...
I understand.
How can you? My Livia was innocent.
I have lost family to the rope. To treachery.
Il Carnefice watches from his home on the hill above. He threatens to hang me if I cut her rope.
Well, it's time for some murdering.
Yes. We're getting off to
You
an
alright?
early start. Well,
Take her down.
excepting that one dude and all those guards I slaughtered, but still. Oh, and the dozens of Borgia troops I killed over the course of the siege, but you know, whatever. So, Il Carnefice is kind of a special case, and there's a bunch of others that are like him. Il Carnefice is actually a multiplayer character. And he shares that basically everyone in the multiplayer has showed up in either this game or the Facebook spin-off game, and that was a thing a few years ago.
Yeah.
I don't recall Carnefice being particularly popular, especially when you have Il Doctore and the Courtesan in the same game.
Yeah. That's asking for trouble.
But yeah, this is really easy. Just go up on this roof, follow the little beams, and they're assassinated. Couldn't be simple. Hey,
They're also watching you.
yeah,
too.
those guys were just gawking at me. And just
Yeah, we're being
back-
desynchronized.
Maybe
Actually,
they,
no, it's the light room. Never mind.
Riescat in pace.
maybe they didn't really care for him. You know, he's got no big death speech. He doesn't come back to life. He's just the dead butcher.
Yeah.
Oh yes, in this game, guards will grab you. If a guard grabs you from behind, you can flip him over like that. But otherwise, you can sort of just smack him away. But it can be really annoying when you're in the middle of something and a guard grabs you.
Ow. Ezio is known for not having bones, I'll have you know. And the ever-popular wall hide that
Yes.
nobody ever uses because...
Well, it's there, isn't it?
Well, yes, I guess it's there, but you know, Rome, you really should put boards over these things. Let you know when an assassin's in the area, because all you're going to hear is like, boom. And it's like, hey, I can drink water again.
You know,
Oh,
I
hey,
never-
we can learn how to throw money.
Yes. Again, this is the good kind of sequel where most of your shit from Assassin's Creed 2 is still there. Except for the jump grab, which is really annoying that it's not there, but it comes back eventually.
Yes. Ezio hurt his hand. That's literally what happened. Ezio hurt his hand when he was get the shit blown up on the
Yes.
tower.
I mean, the only reason he could do it was because he had a glove or something, but he still knows how to do it, so I don't see what's really stopping him. But anyway, whatever, it doesn't really matter.
He's not in Venice, and there's no thief named Rosa to teach him. Again.
But yeah, I think we've wandered into Centro now.
Yes, and there's a solicitor who... Since this is actually, before the series decided that it would just sort of automatically remove your, Oh, hey, it's the fast travel station. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get around to those.
Yes. But, this is, again, before they
What a
decided
surprise
that
to
you
see you here.
could
thought you
auto-remove
had sent
your
for me.
notoriety.
Never. News of the
I'm-
Vienna has spread across the city.
Notoriety
We
is
were
not a
certain
mechanic
that
I'm
you were dead.
too fond
Not
of.
yet. I am
It just
still
kind of
very
makes it
much alive.
tedious when you have to pull
The
down
Borgia
posters
must
and
not
such to get
discover
rid of
that you
it, but
escaped them.
whatever. It's just one of those things. So you can also do scaffold kills. You could also do that in Assassin's Creed
Follow
2,
me.
just not very
Take
often,
care
and
not to draw any
nobody really did
undue
it.
attention.
When do I ever?
It's not very impressive. I mean, it has the name, it's just not that impressive a building.
You would be wise to purchase missing equipment. You will not live long in Roma without supplies.
I have my blade.
And the guards have their guns, courtesy of the Borgia. Fortunately, I can help you.
I will say, though, in many ways, Brotherhood is a harder game than Assassin's Creed 2,
As I hear something,
because guards,
I'll let you
especially
know.
on rooftops, can do more damage. The guns really hurt.
Prices for noble ways.
Yes.
And of course, there's those special brutes wandering around Il Vaticano, which again we'll get around to.
Spalders, the most useless armor.
Although I will say, it kind of, whatever, doesn't matter. But the thing is, once you get into the late game of Brotherhood, there's so many ways to kill people that even the special brutes don't
Now
really
you
matter
can
that
survive the
much.
journey back to Firenze.
Perhaps. But I'm not going to Firenze.
Oh.
There will be no peace until we rise up against the entire Borgia family and the Templars who serve them.
I do not recall such brave talk at Monteriggioni.
How could I have known that they would find me so quickly? That they would kill Mario?
Rodrigo surrounds himself with snakes and murderers. Even his daughter Lucrezia has been sharpened into one of his most artful weapons. But she pales in comparison.
He suddenly got a lot more distant. Did you notice that?
He is ambitious, ruthless,
Weird.
I mean, it's Machiavelli.
Cruel beyond
He's always kind of distant
the
anyway.
laws of men.
Well, no, I mean in terms of the
He murdered his own
in terms of the
brother.
loudness
He
of
knows
his
neither
line.
danger nor fatigue.
It suddenly talked like he
Those
was
who do
talking
not
from the
fall
other
by his
side of the
sword
street.
clamor to
Yes.
join the ranks. The powerful Orsini
There it happened again.
has been brought to kneel at his feet. The King of France stands at his side.
Give me his name.
Cesare, head of the papal army.
Did
What
I
does
not
he
know
intend
this
to do with his
Cesare?
power? What drives the man?
Does he even have a good
That
salad?
I still do not know. But Ezio, Cesare has set his sights on all of Italy.
Is that
Straight,
the
he
Oh, hey, that's
flag?
that's our first
Hey, I
Borgia
must get that
flag.
flag.
He knows how to exercise his will. A rare virtue in the world today.
Okay, hold on. I need to get the flag. If I collect 100 of these, nothing will happen.
No, I think don't you get something, just like a cape?
Yes, I don't. I could.
I forget what the reward is, but it's not just an achievement. You get something for it.
Yeah. So.
Should we not travel by horse? Roma is quite large.
As Cesare's conquests in Romagna continue to succeed,
Romagna
Borgia
is
growing
the
power,
area just
they
kind
are
of
taking
south of
desirable
Venice,
areas of the city for themselves.
so it's not
We
too
cannot
far
use the
from Rome.
stables here.
Yeah.
Oh, the will of the Borgia is law now?
What are you implying, Ezio?
Do not play dumb with me, Machiavelli.
Do you have some kind of plan?
I am improvising.
So, in common sandbox fashion, we have our first zone to liberate. Now, liberating zones is not a huge thing. You just have to kill the Borgia captain, then light a tower on fire. That's all you need to do. But as you get to certain areas in the map, they get harder to kill in that there are more guys around, or they're just stronger enemies.
Right, or there's that one fucking zone that takes forever to fucking unlock because it's a story one.
Yes.
And in the smack dab middle of the map. Fuck you, Borgia captain over there.
See, this is not... What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do a fancy aerial entrance. It's not really working out very well.
Well, actually, I don't think that was high enough to kill him.
No, he's still climbing at me.
I see him. Go, go!
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is actually very similar to Assassin's Creed Revelations. No real shock there, I guess, but if you kind of alert the captain, he may go and run, I think.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yes.
If he runs, he will try to lock himself away someplace or just get out of the general area, and you have to redo it.
Yeah, he'll get scared. He'll hide for a few hours, and if it happens in the daytime, you have to come back at night, and vice versa. What I was trying to do was use that money to draw those guards away, but that, as you can see, didn't really work out.
Yeah.
Or, well, they're kind of interested in it, but not particularly so.
Unfortunately, you only have one dual blade.
Or, well, one blade.
Are you afraid? The voice of my guy. Hit me again.
Nothing makes me feel stupider in Assassin's Creed than when I taunt somebody and they hit me anyway.
Yeah. Oh, this is the stupidest captain in the world. The only way you'd be stupider is if you shoved them into the scaffolding and killed them.
Yeah.
Ah, so close!
I think you have to actually throw him into it. I don't think he can bounce off and destroy the scaffolding.
There we go.
He just dies instantly. Alright then. And
No.
what you should do after killing every captain, assuming you can, is loot them, because they have a lot of nice stuff.
Yes.
That is one thing they improved over Assassin's Creed 2. In 2, it was kind of worthless to pickpocket people, since they only had money on them.
Just
But in
because
this
you
game,
kill
they
some
have
guards
supplies
does
on
not
them,
mean
like
the people
medicine
will
and
grant
knives
access to
and
the stables.
bullets and such.
You are right. We need to send a
And especially special NPCs like the Borgia captains had more stuff on them. And, you know, not an inconsiderable amount of money. That guy had like 900 florins on him.
That was enough to buy the bank.
Yes.
Quite literally enough to buy a bank.
Quite literally.
So...
Oh, and another thing I should mention is that if you get into a fight with a bunch of dudes and kill the captain, they all immediately panic and run away. Except guys who were not in that immediate fight. If you kill a captain, then on the way to the tower you start another fight, that guy will not run away. Presumably because he hasn't gotten the message yet. And when you torch a tower, you automatically synchronize the
It
viewpoint,
seems
so
this
don't
favor
worry
is
about
now
that.
available for purchase.
Yeah.
After you.
And Ezio throwing down the torch will never get old.
No.
Ever.
Well, that was pretty easy.
Yes.
Now, they say citizens of Rome, but we will be the only ones doing business here. Thank you very much.
Yes. And the clicker begins.
And honestly, stables are not particularly useful because you can call a horse. Not only are there a lot of horses walking around, but there are also, you can call a horse with triangle. So there's no real need to go back to stables to pick up a horse if you really need one.
Yeah, but you had to buy the first stable in order to even call the horse, so...
Well,
That first stable was worth every single florin that you spent on it.
oh, and one amusing thing is you can hijack people's horses, but guards will not turn aggressive for that. It's very strange they won't. However, if you hijack a guard's horse, yes, they will attack you.
It's actually, wow, that's not exactly unexpected because it's an aggressive action against the guard.
Yeah, I
but-
know, but against civilians, apparently that's perfectly fine. Apparently the guards just think you're a
You
dickbag.
excel at opening wounds, Ezio. But can you also close them?
I intend to heal
The Pantheon is
I would
the Pantheon.
buy the Pantheon.
The Pantheon is a
And-
really cool building, but just in terms of its fame and appearance, that would be obvious. But what's inside of it is really cool. Oh yes, and we have a glyph, which Sean is going to very rudely interrupt Nicolo's subtitle for. But there is a glyph inside there, and we'll be doing one of those before this episode
Look
is
at this
done.
city, the center of Borgia and Templar rule. Killing one man will not change things. We need to take away the source of their power.
Are you suggesting we appeal to the people?
Maybe.
Relying on the people is like building on the set.
You are wrong. Our belief in humanity rests at the heart of the Assassin Brotherhood.
It must be from your inner circle. Go, get back
Oh,
with your story.
Machiavelli, you card.
I will wait at the Campidoglio. I am meeting a contact there.
Give me back my money! Come back here!
Did he actually take any money? I don't think I lost a dime.
I think he took 100 florins.
Oh. It hardly seems worth tackling a dude over,
Get
but
out
what do I know?
before I regret sparing your life.
Oh.
And he gave you 150 florins to compensate. At least you didn't accidentally assassinate him when you were trying to tackle.
Yeah.
That always sucks.
But yeah, no one really cares all that much if you throw a guy off his horse.
Ooh, spooky.
Uno's Temple, eh? Oh yes, and one cool thing you can do with horses, you can do horse-to-horse hijacking. So if you're riding alongside someone and there's a horse right next to you, you can jump over to their horse, and there is actually a trophy for doing that to guards. It's called Grand Theft Dressage. Not quite sure what I'm doing right now.
I think you're trying to ignore the fact that you have to climb up to the top of the hill by going around.
I know what I'm doing. I'm searching for flags already. That's it. Since, you know, this is something that has to be done within the first few missions.
Yes, let's go to the area that's clearly marked in... Ezio did not visit this territory land.
Not yet. He was on task for this part at least.
And this is an art merchant, of course. Ew.
But Borgia Tower can't do anything about it.
Unless they do something about the Borgia Tower.
Yes, but that's not something I'll be getting around to. Why did I wander off so far? I have no idea. I will say, though, there's not really any point to exploring Rome very much this early in the game, since the area where you actually can go is pretty small, so until one particular mission, you're pretty on the rails so far.
They add up, and in time with work, we'll have a few dozen more.
And in time, Cesare's gaze will return to us, and we'll be broken again. Now, where is my contact, Vinicio? He should have already intercepted the letter. Follow me.
An AOL joke. You know, in a few generations, we're gonna have no idea what You've Got Mail refers to.
Possible. Oh, there was a movie.
In the AOL voice?
No. Oh, that was the Tom Hanks movie.
The most recent Tom Hanks movie?
No. Stop making me feel old.
Oh. Well, you are old, Sam. Just saying.
I don't know if you look at
Oh, Sean, can you stop bothering me, please? I think I get the idea behind the glyph. I did play Assassin's Creed 2. Okay. The reason I did that was because I wanted to let Sean finish that. Pity, I think I'm turning into a god. Will be my last words. Yeah, I mean, just look how many database entries you've gotten just in this video.
Yeah. At least he isn't making us drink beer.
Not yet.
And there's Rome, one of Rome's most famous landmarks right in front of us. It cut a sail.
There is one mission. There's one mission late in the game that takes place at Il Colosseo and is really cool.
Yes.
Look at these facades masquerading as government. The Pope is very clever to keep this place in business. It fools your friends, the people, quite easily.
When did you become so cynical?
I merely describe the reality of Rome today.
Machiavelli cynical?
But all may not be lost. The good news is that we have allies in the city.
Although he
How
was a
much longer
poet
this will
too.
last, however,
He wrote all his political treaties, political essays, or whatever you want to call them. But he also wrote poetry too. Oh, those wacky popes.
Hey, hey!
He was attempting to steal official Vatican mail.
Perdonatemi, signore. You must be mistaken.
Who are you working for, ladro?
I am working for no one.
Then no one will care what we do to you.
Yeah!
Ow. Ow.
You want to knock that off?
Ow.
This guy's trying to kill me.
Bruno is calling.
Ow. How many times has he hit you and not hit him?
I forgot Machiavelli was running around with a mace. I forgot that part.
Grazie.
where is it?
You just
Calls it the little prince.
Stop him! Find me a
I did notice that. Wow, this guy is
the mace,
really
the most
slow.
discreet weapon, the most.
Fortunately, we need the cipher for it. But it sounds like pretty important business, I gotta say. But yeah, this is Il Colosseo is really cool. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing it very much, but you know, it's always there.
And we have actual emails now.
But yeah, first order of business in every Assassin's Creed, get some damn viewpoints. Oh, hello there.
Okay.
You know, it's always fun to mess with important NPCs in this series. Like, when you do the final mission for Leonardo Lorenzo de Medici in Assassin's Creed 2, what I did was I took a nearby monk or nun and threw her into him. And just kind of menaced him for a while. It's just funny to mess around with important NPCs. Like, you know, at the massacre in front of the church? The first thing I did before helping Lorenzo was to pickpocket his dead brother. Because, you know, you gotta invent your own forms of amusement sometimes. And it's just funny, Ezio would immediately go for stealing from a dead man on his way to protect the most powerful man in Florence.
Oh god, it's our world's most horrible one.
Feathers.
So
Fortunately, there are only 10 feathers in this game. Down from the 100 in Assassin's Creed 2.
You can at least go pick up the goddamn...
No, I'm going to save that one for last, because it makes for a nice view over the city.
You and your fucking screenshot whoring for achievements.
I just like them to look nice. Is that really so bad?
Guess that's better than Darkid, so...
What does Darkid do?
Oh no, he, the last achievement he got in Nier Automata was the look up 2B screen.
Oh, that about figures, I think. Oh hey, One thing I do like about tagging things in Eagle Vision is you don't even have to really be looking at them. As long as the camera is focused on them, just like any pixel of them, you'll tag them. It's really nice, and it makes looking for things a lot easier than it was in Assassin's Creed 2, when you basically had to do everything the hard way unless you were looking at a guide. Which I will reiterate, I didn't use when I was collecting feathers. It took a really long time, but I got all 100 by myself.
Ow.
Okay, for some of these tricky ruin jumps and few other places, you do have to use circle to grab onto a ledge, because it's just a little far away for Ezio to naturally jump and grab.
Well, that's certainly not a common sight.
And the Temple of Saturn. 100 Borgia flags to go.
And I'm going to do the same thing with the Borgia flags. I'm going to get all 101 of them by myself.
Well, I mean, you can buy the maps for it in this game, at least, so...
I am aware,
Sure.
but I like a little challenge. And, you know, it gives me something to do when I'm running around and waiting for my bank account to build up.
I think there's some truth to that, though. I can't remember this game. I know that you had it on the PC with the global market. I don't know if the PS4 version did that or not.
Oh, hey, it's our first glyph. There's only 10 of them in this game, unfortunately, but they are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Certainly a lot more visually elaborate.
You dropped out of the grid. Where were you?
Not sure. Some kind of fragmented memory?
Maybe you should stop.
I'm good.
No, I think we got
I
this.
want to keep going.
It is just a bunch of cubes.
What's the worst that's going to happen? Somebody's going to... Some disembodied voice of Liquid Snake is going to torment me.
So, just like in Assassin's Creed 2's first glyph puzzle, you have to find the common theme between 5 paintings.
Yes. And this one, it would be rulers,
Yes.
but...
Now, this one kind of took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to get.
Well, there's either two ways to interpret it. Either you'd say it's the old masters or the rulers. And you keep skipping past George Washington, I think.
No, I think those are some French dudes.
It has to, possibly. No. Yeah, don't.
See, I thought it was kind of a slavery theme, but it's not. It's kind of those who lord over others theme. Yeah, it's just that fourth painting that's really throwing me a curveball. But in retrospect, it should not have taken me as long as it actually did. I swear, this took me like 2 minutes to get. It doesn't seem like that long, but when all you're doing for 2 minutes is just embarrassingly clicking around, it gets really dumb. I mean, at least it isn't as obvious as the first puzzle in Assassin's Creed 2. Accidentally unplugged my headphones there. Why is this taking me so long?
I don't know why you keep picking the people toiling in the field.
Again, I thought it was kind of a slavery theme. But, no, again, that's not... The one I'm looking for is the bottom middle one. Yeah, there we go. It's not that hard.
Loading.
Good old chess puzzles.
It's not really a chess puzzle. It's just moving the pawn 2 steps
Well,
forward.
they'll get more elaborate.
Loading. Loading. Quarantine zone.
Now, of course, when you
What the hell is even going on?
as we all know, when you're wanting to find out the secret history of humanity, it always helps to find the glowing red
Hopefully they'll
dot.
begin to make sense as you free up each file.
Yeah.
I mean, duh. You know, I won't lie, and I'll say the first time I played Assassin's Creed 2 and I got my first truth video, I pretty much knew who those two were. It's, you know, a man and a woman running away. They look naked and they're running from something. I guess pretty fast who it was. But to Brotherhood's credit, it is definitely not immediately obvious what you are looking at.
Yes. So, tempo.
Yeah, again, Antico District, there's a whole lot of neat shit.
Fortunately, a lot of like the ruins and stuff we can't buy because they're actually some of the more expensive things in the game.
We'll be able to
renovate
afford them.
but we haven't even really covered renovating yet, so let's hold off on that. Oh, actually, the video is over. All right.